Welcome into the Olympic Ice Arena for tonight's ACHA Men's Division III matchup between the Central Michigan Chippewas and your Robert Morris Colonials. I am Andrew Keel, pleased to be joined by TJ Rose as we get ready for the rematch from last night.
Yeah, what a game last night. Both great play from both sides of the ice. Joe Miller had a great game last night. Had a lot of great saves. 3-1 game, right? So he stood on his head. He did his thing. One player I do want to highlight from yesterday is Mr. 1-3, the assistant captain, Wade Daniels. I mean, wow. 2 points last night, a bar-down goal. Wow.
As we will send it to Phil Paczynski for our player introductions. Game getting ready to begin. We take a look at our goalie matchup. Two different goaltenders than we saw last night. For the Colonials, it'll be Luke Zukowski, 2-4 record on the season with a 5.52 goals against and an 8.98 save percentage. Those stats do not equate to how he's been playing, though.
Yeah, he's been a monster between those pipes. He's been making some acrobatic saves that you don't see too often in this league, and you got to appreciate it.
For the Chippewas, it'll be Isaac Gleisner, rocking a 2-3-1 record with one no decision, a 370 goals against and a 917 save percentage, as the Colonials looking to avoid what happened to them in 2019, where they went to Michigan, took the first game, but dropped the second game, looking to defend home ice twice.
Exactly. Break up that pattern.
Second line that was oh so hot last night gets the start for Coach Riffner, as Chippewas and Colonials matchup number 2 is underway. Chippewas will take it off the draw, carrying is Johnson, but turning it over. Colonials will send it out to center, where it'll be sent back in by Morgan. Back to get it Chirilli for the Colonials, who move it up the wall, finding Daniels. Daniels will just clear it out to center as we get a game of pass between Berta and Chirilli to start the game. Colonials will try and clear it out. It's kept in at the line by Hutton. Back behind the net, Killen to grab it. He'll go up the wall, finding Daniels. Daniels in the middle, tried to find Killen, but couldn't find the stick. Colonials changing as up are the Chippewas. Losing it, though, was Gallitz.
That was a good look by Daniels there, just no one home there.
Chippewas will change this time as the Colonials will pick it up in their own zone. Chirilli will go up the wall to Kasivi. He gets leveled, but pass makes its way to Kloss. Shot there is gobbled by Gleisner and into the corner. Gorlo to send it around. Riffing to the first one to it. Sent toward the slot. No Colonial there as Hop will grab it. Losing that one off the pressure from Kloss, but he'll find it's a Chippewa stick. Zaraki will send it behind. He'll get it back, though. At the behind the net. Shot in front won't go, and it'll go out to center. Gorlo to pick it up for the Chippewas. He'll carry it in, dangles around the ref, and sends it behind for Hop. Takes a weird bounce off the Zamboni doors and go a Colonial way. Tepsic will take it out to center. He gets met, though, as Levine will move it forward for Chippewas. Bouncing back and forth is the puck now, eventually bouncing out to Levine at center ice.
Chippewas coming out with a different type of momentum than you saw in last game. Different first period start for them.
That one will be sent around there by Bishop. Back to retrieve for the Colonials. Patneski, he'll move it over to Spriegel, or to Perbosi, and then cleared down the length of the ice by Tepsic for a Colonial icing. 17:41 to go in the first.
Not a lot happened for the Colonials so far. A lot of just passing in their defensive zone. Not a lot of opportunities being creative just yet. I'm sure we'll see that change here in the next 2 minutes.
We did say before the game started, one of the keys to that win last night was getting a one quickly and on the board in that first minute. That's something the Colonials got to do again.
Absolutely.
Down below the net, Chippewas will move it around. Kuhn will take it behind the net himself. We'll go back to the point. Kamara's shot goes up in the air, and rebound is knocked away by Cerrone. Down along the wall, grabbing it is Bishop. As Patneski takes it from him and moves it over to Bryce Maraska. He'll just flip it out the middle, and that will be a Colonial icing. 17:06 to go in the first.
Just nothing connecting offensively yet for the Colonials. Just a slow game here.
We saw that a little bit in the first. It was a bit of an Oreo sandwich of a period. The Colonials came out strong the first 2 minutes and then kind of flopped. And then at the last 2 minutes, they were strong again.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I want to go out to the point. Hutton's shot is tipped and goes out of the zone. Berta will hold it for the Chippewas and send it in deep. Perbosi on the chase. He'll send it up the wall. It'll get chipped there by Tepsic. Up to Cerrone. He'll move it a little further deep, but it'll go right to Berta. And the Chippewas will turn. Hutton to carry. Shot is saved by Zukowski as he gloved that one.
Good cover by Zook. Get some fresh legs on the ice here.
Off the draw. It'll get moved into the middle. Shot by Johnson will go over the net. He had a wide open spot in the middle.
Yeah.
This one would be picked up by Long. He'll bounce it off the back of the net to himself. Gets around a couple Chippewas, eventually losing it though. Back to Johnson. Johnson pressured by Riffner. He'll drop it. Riffner still under pressure. Almost takes that one, but can't get it out. Battle along the wall. It'll be in feet and cleared out. Still fighting along that wall, is eventually taking it out of the Chippewas. Pass across to the point. Berta, shot, save made Zukowski. Rebound will go in the corner. It's Johnson. He'll wrap in the middle. Bounces through a couple, but saved by Zukowski. Colonials still can't get it out of their zone. Johnson will go behind the net. Pressured by Rogerson. Leaving off for Morgan. Morgan dancing around will go across. Shot by Johnson will go way wide. Zukowski way out of his crease to try and get that one.
Yeah, a little out position there. Thankfully wide.
Hutton's shot is tipped in the back of the net. A tip in the middle. It'll be R.J. Gallitz. And it's 1-0 Chippewas.
Yeah, you saw that one brewing. Chippewas with a great offensive possession there. Great passing. RMU just not coming out strong right there, and it's going to bite them.
Just a weird tip in front. Slides through the 5-hole of Zukowski.
Yeah, nothing you can do with those redirects if you're Zukowski.
Colonials trying to jump right back. Miller will dump it in there for the Chippewas. Back to get it Killen. He'll go to his deep partner in Chirilli. Up to Daniels. Daniels will try and go across the bar. Intercepted. Odd man rush. It's Hop. As he gets taken out by Chirilli. Barr will take that one off a stanchion and go the length of the ice for no icing. As we got a fight in the back. Chirilli and a Chippewa fighting in the far corner.
Yeah, didn't really see that at the end.
Trying to figure out who that is. I believe that's Hop for the Chippewas.
Looks like they may only get Chirilli for this. Nope, both going to bench. Nope, just Chirilli.
Yeah, Chirilli will go to the box. So Chippewas are going to get a power play out of this.
Yeah.
So just when the Colonials needed to bounce back, they end up drawing one.
Yeah. Daniels filling in the captaincy duties for the injured Bookman, trying to plead his case. Trying to understand why they're not offsetting. A little 4-on-4, but unfortunately not.
Off the draw, it'll go back to Patineski. He fans on that clearing attempt as Chippewas take it from him. Back to the point, Levine. He'll walk down. Dancing around, picking it up as Gallix. Takes a weird bounce off the stanchion. Patineski will clear it the length of the ice. Colonials can kill at least another 10 seconds.
Yeah, great work from Patineski right there.
Berta will take it behind the net. He'll move it up to Levine. Levine will cut across the middle. Drops the pass. Top of the circle shot is blocked. Dancing around Morgan. He'll make his way across. Shot there by Gallitz. Is saved by Zukowski. Pass between Gallitz and Morgan. Broken up by Patineski, but he can't get it out. It'll go right to Gallitz. As we've got a call behind the play. Taken down with Patineski, and the Colonials are going to kill the rest of this penalty on 4-on-4.
Yeah, nice. You can see the refs today are not afraid to call little retaliation penalties today.
Yeah, we saw that last night. There were not that many calls that should have been called.
Yeah,
a lot of
were tough.
Keeping the whistles away. Mm-hmm. Two different style of games so far from the refs.
Yeah.
Andrew Sizraki will sit for 2 for a trip. As we got 4-on-4 for a minute and 2. Hop will win that one back. Picking up his Kuhn. He's chased by Kloss. Before moving it over to Kamara. Kloss putting on great pressure here. Forcing the Chippewas to not move up the ice.
That's what you love from the speedster.
Johnson gets past Riffner. He's in. Shot there is blocked and goes in the far corner. Killen will leave it behind for Rogerson. Rogerson will go back to Killen. He'll go off the wall trying to spring Riffner. He's got Kamara on him, puts on the brakes. And we'll circle back. We'll drop that one back to Rogerson out of the zone, so the Colonials have to regroup. Riffner now with it in the middle, finds Killen. Killen puts on the brakes. Shot is saved by Glessner. In feet, getting it out. Kasivi trying to go up to the point, can't find Tepsik. Tepsik shot tipped there off the side of the net by Kasivi. Kasivi will go off the back of the net to himself, try to set it in front for Tepsik. Picking it up is Killen. Colonials are now on the power play. 50 seconds. Killen will fire, looking for a tip. Goes off of Chippewa and Kamara. Long. We'll send it down to Kasivi. Kasivi down below to Long. Long up the middle. Finds Killen. Shot there is saved by Glessner and held. 33 to go on the power play.
Yeah, great power play right there from Colonials. Actually getting some scoring opportunities. Good redirect from Kasivi out in front.
Colonials going with partial new unit. As Spriegel will win that one over to Patneski as he's forced out of the zone by Bishop. Patneski will now make his way up the middle. Dancing around a couple. Fans on the shot. Will pass back to Tepsik. Tepsik dances around one, takes a tumble. Spriegel keeps it in, though. He'll find Tepsik. 12 seconds on the penalty. Down to Patneski. Back up to the point. Shot there. Goes wide from Spriegel.
That was a rocket from Spriegel right there.
Shirley gets it up to Spriegel as the penalty expires. Shirley gets hit right in front of us as Barr comes in to help as well. Shirley. Shot there is tipped and goes out in front, but Tepsik can't find the puck.
That was close.
Bishop off the wall will go all the way down. Marshall to grab it for the Chippewas. He gets pinched in front as that one goes into the danger zone and will eventually get flipped up in the air. Garbalinski sends it behind, goes for the wraparound, saves Zukowski, and cleared out. Out to the point. Shot there by Berta is saved and out of the danger zone. Eventually flipping that one out of the Colonials as Zukowski was without a stick after the scrum in front.
Yeah, there's a lot right there, right in front. Different type of game environment now. Seems like both teams warmed up. They found their step in the ice.
Medic left the penalty box for a moment. Didn't see where he went. I'm assuming to check on if anyone got hit on the bench.
Yep.
Defensive zone drawn for the Colonials. Patneski will fire that one and grabbed by Zukowski as we finally get a little bit of a time. Yeah. We can give you a little score update just as we were getting ready to start this game. D4 Colonials win at Penn State Altoona, winning that one 4-3. First career win for Nathan McBride as well, so congrats to him.
Yeah, big congrats. Huge win up there too.
Huge standings win as well.
Yeah.
As Long will have that one behind the net. He gets pushed off. Taking it now. Turning it over, Riffner. Riffner will cut in the middle, trying to get around Hutton, but can't get past him as off his feet. Clear will go to Martin Ski as here come the Chippewas. Poked away by Long. Lamago can't get it out. Shot there is saved on Knight by Zukowski. 10:31 to go in the first.
Yeah, things starting to get a little chippy. That was a nice little hip check down here. Riffner didn't like it, but it was pretty clean.
Colonial still looking for that equalizing goal. It'll go back to McCray at the point. He'll send it down. Morgan in the middle. Shot by Galax is blocked and cleared out. Back to pick it up Miller. He'll go over to McCray. Off the wall. Killen will race back to send it right back the way it came.
Yeah, great read right there by Killen.
McCray will dump that one in as Fuerst tried to go for a hit, ends up getting reverse hit. And Colonials can't get it out. Fighting around with the puck. As you said, things getting chippy. will try and go up the middle, be turned over to McCray. We said this toward the end of the game last night that things were probably going to roll over into this afternoon, and they certainly have.
They definitely are.
Johnson will drop that one. Shot is saved by Zukowski. Back to the point, and now down. Johnson into the middle. Shot goes wide. McCray will drop that back to Johnson at the point. They'll play catch with it and get it back. McCray will go down under now for Galax. He's getting pressured by Kloss. Has to just get rid of it toward the net. Colonials can't corral it still as Kloss hits Daniels. As 2 players down now. Daniels down for the Colonials, and I believe that's Johnson down for the Chippewas. That was a scary hit.
Yeah.
I believe they're going to get Kloss for a knee, actually.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
With both players down, we are going to take a quick break and step aside and be back when everyone's back. Both parties have made their way back to their feet and toward the benches and penalty boxes. I believe Wade Daniels is sitting in the box. I don't believe it's for a penalty. I think he's just getting checked out by the medic.
Correct.
Believe it'll be Kloss, but the initial hit, it didn't look like there should have been a call. It just looked like Kloss ran into Daniels.
Exactly.
And then it looked like Johnson fell as well. Or I don't think it was Johnson, actually. He's on the bench.
Yeah, I didn't see the number for Central Michigan.
As we've continued to have the conversation about what actually happened. It'll be a penalty on the Colonials. Wade Daniels is the only one in the box, I believe.
Yeah, Kloss is on the bench, so it looks like Wade Daniels.
It does look like oh, no, they're going one each. We got 2 penalties on the board now. As Johnson, it looks like, will be heading to the penalty box. So I guess we did get our player right as to who was down.
Yeah.
It seems like both the players who were down ended up in the penalty box.
Yeah. Odd.
Don't normally see that. As play resumes now, Chippewas will have it in their own in the Colonial zone. Kuhn across, shot by Kamara is gloved by Zukowski and held. 8:59 to go in the first. Does look like neither are being checked out by the medic, so it seems like they're both good to go, which is always good to see.
Love to see that.
Back with it is Kuhn. Who'll move it down to Hop. Hop will go around the circle.
Both for high sticking.
Yeah, both for high sticking. Shot there from the point by Kamara goes off the post. Hop will drop that one behind as the Colonials still can't get possession. Strachey shot by Kamara is saved. Rebound bounces out and cleared out of danger by the Colonials as net comes off. 8:26 to go in the first.
Yeah, a little bit of a weird first. A little disruption in the momentum, so both teams starting to get it back going now.
Holding it, Berta. Shot is saved, Zukowski. Will go up the wall in the feet of Riffner. He'll go back to his D-man in Patneski. He'll try and go around to Shirelli. Past him, though, and taking it are the Chippewas again. Shot there is saved by Zukowski. That one on Morgan. Colonials really struggling to get any sort of offense.
They are.
Which is similar to how the first period went last game.
Yeah.
But they just got those 2 chances that they just found.
Exactly. Capitalized on.
1:01 to go in the 4-on-4. And still with the Chippewas. Hutton's shot is blocked by Killen. Hutton will get it back and send it in the far corner. Cycling around is Gallus. He'll send it into the corner, but Long is there for the Colonials. He'll leave it for Tepsic. Tepsic dangles around one and gives it to Maraska. He'll drop it back to Tepsic. Tepsic across to Killen, just a little bit out of his reach, has to go behind. We'll leave it for Tepsic. Tried to wrap it in front, but it's broken up. Here come the Chippewas. Shot there will get tipped and go in front of the net. Gallitz. We'll move that one into the corner. Toward the middle. No Chippewa stick was ready for it. Long will move it up to Maraska. Maraska will just flip that one over the head of Gleisner. As now back to get it Hutton. Spriegel trying to break that one up. He takes a tumble on the net as Kuhn takes it.
Hey, he almost got it. He almost recovered from that.
Daniels out of the box. Disrupts that pass enough, but in the end it will be a Colonial icing. 6:51 to go in the first now.
Love to see Daniels back on the ice skating. A little scare there.
Another defensive zone draw for the Colonials. That one will be sent all the way down, and Glessner will go out to play it despite the fact that it would have been another icing.
Yeah.
Kamara will go up the wall as Barr pinches down. Back with it, Marshall. He'll go up to Garbolinski. Pressured by Barr. Will go off the wall, finding Bishop. Here comes Bishop for the Chippewas. He'll drop it to Kuhn. Shot is over the net as we got a penalty upcoming for a slash. I believe it'll be on the Chippewas.
Yeah,
Pretty
sure.
That they had possession.
It was on that drop pass right there. I didn't see who got it. Looks like
it'll be Bishop.
Yeah.
Jake Bishop will sit as an unnecessary penalty for sure.
Very unnecessary, especially on a fast break like that.
Puck is down. Colonials looking to get back, this time on the power play. Back to the point to Riffner. Riffner will move in the middle, over to Long, bounces over his stick into the corner, right in front of us. Kasivi will come out with it. He gets it poked by Levine, but finds his way to Riffner. That one is blocked, but Long is right there to pick it up through his legs as he takes a tumble and able to just dump it into the corner.
That's fine. Kept it in. Kept the puck in.
Kloss. He'll find Long. Shot looking for a tip of Kasivi. That one goes wide.
Sibby's really looking for the tip today. I love it.
Riffner's shot will go down to Kasivi. He'll give it right back to Riffner. Riffner winds, looking for a tip there Long, but will hit someone before him. Daniels will send it down to Kasivi. Kasivi will send it back behind him to Kloss. Kloss will go down to Kasivi. In front, Kloss shot, save made. Another one by Glessner. And Levine will take it for the Chippewas. Couple great chances there for Kloss on the side of the net.
Yeah, definitely. That was a good start to the power play here.
Riffner will go across. Shirilli can't touch it because they were still changing.
Smart move.
Now he'll find Riffner. Pokes it around Kamara, races down to get it. Riffner. Off the wall, we'll find Spriegel as that one will take a trip out of the glass. As we'll have a whistle outside the zone.
A little weird bounce there.
Yeah, Spriegel kind of bunted that one over the glass. Killen will step in the draw, oppose Glatz. That'll be pushed forward there by Spriegel. Back to get it, Kuhn. He'll just fire it down the ice as we got 15 seconds of power play left for the Colonials. Pressuring there, out in front. Rebound pops out, and net is off. So Gallups' shot ends up going over the net. but
That,
a little scary there.
That was definitely scary. That net down there is always, it's known for being always loose.
Doesn't help that we just had public skate on this ice for
yeah.
about an hour.
Correct.
So Pegs haven't really been used to the ice for a while. Here come the Chippewas. Now at even strength. Carrying is Johnson. Pass across, can't find anyone. Back to get it Morgan. He'll go back to the point Kamara. End up in skates. Tepsick will try and get it out past Kamara. He can't. As puck will eventually make its way out. And it'll be picked up by Morgan. They'll go across. Kuhn is met there by Shirilli. As cutting into the Chippewas. Down behind the net. Dancing is Morgan. Gets met there by Maraska as we got a call coming up on Maraska, I believe, for a trip.
Unfortunate. Maraska brings that level of intensity to the game, but sometimes you get those type of penalties.
3:43 to go in the first period, and what seemingly has been a pretty slow period as well.
Definitely. A lot of ups and downs.
Colonials now trying to kill. Off the draw, it'll be sent to the wall. Patneski can't get it out. And it'll find the stick of Bishop. It'll go down to Hutton. Hutton back to the point, Kamara. Back across. Shot there is tipped in the back of the net. Another tip-in goal for the Chippewas, and it's 2-0.
Looks like that's the pattern for today. Their redirections. Another thing, Zoo can't do a lot there with those redirects. You just got to clear that stick out of the area. Very unfortunate. 2-0 now, Chippewas.
It'll be Jake Bishop leading the line, so presumably he gets the tip in front as the Chippewas now take that lead from 1-2.
Colonials need to answer.
Long. He'll try and move up to Riffner, but it'll go right to Gorlow. Foster will carry now for the Chippewas. It'll be chipped in. As back to get it now, Rogerson. He'll dump it up. Past McCray. Riffner putting on some speed, trying to get past him. In his feet, but can't get the puck. Kasivi will go down to Kloss. Back in front. Kasivi's shot. Save made by Gleisner as he holds that one. 3:04 to go in the first.
Kasivi, almost like a one-man army at this point. I feel like he has 70% of the shots so far. Doing a lot. That was a great pass by Kloss, too. A little 1-2.
One of the best chances for the Colonials so far.
Definitely.
Kloss will have it again. He'll try to go in front for Kasivi. It's broken up, though, by McCray. As the Chippewas will move it up. Tipped in there by Johnson. Behind the net. Tried to go in front. Cleared out by Kasivi. That one will go all the way down for a Colonial icing. 2:40 to go in the first now.
Yeah, first line doing good so far. Generating most of the opportunities so far. Hopefully they can help the team out here with coming up.
Now it'll go back to point Kuhn. We'll go down to Morgan. One more pass behind the back. Shot, pass across. We'll go tipped and off a beam on the side. .231 to go in the first.
Switching sides. Did not like the left side.
No. It also looks like Chippewas are switching centers based on who is which sides. As Morgan's now in the draw. Now we'll go back to Kamara. Shirilli will sky that one out to center. Trying to keep it in, though, are the Chippewas. They can't with Kuhn. He'll dump it back in to be picked up by Shirilli. Shirilli can't find his outlet in Maraska, and we've got another Colonial icing.
Just not connecting on a lot of passes here. A lot of unnecessary icing calls. They're not calls, but passes.
Yeah. Cerrone and Hop in the draw. Cerrone will win it back. Shirilli getting pushed off the puck as Maraska can't have it. Hop with it. He'll go back to the point. Berta. Shot there is deflected and goes onto the wall. Tepsik will try and go up the middle to Maraska. Will end up on net, and Gleisner will cover. 1:49 to go in the first.
That will work. A little offensive zone draw finally.
Yeah. They're going to throw on the second line. That was oh so hot last night.
Definitely. It's a good move there.
Spriegel and Hop in the draw. It'll come out to Daniels. His shot goes off the side of the net.
That was a good opportunity.
On the pressure. He'll get pushed off by Hutton, as Hutton will take it up now. Hutton gets hit there as his dump in goes on net and covered by Zukowski, and the first period continues to drag on.
Yeah, very long first here.
Draw again will be pushed by Daniels out over a couple sticks. Cody Barr moving up. He'll just dump it in to get reinforcements. Hutton will try and go up the wall. Long to grab it, but he's met from behind by Marshall. Bishop will poke it between his legs, but the Colonials get it back. Rogerson tries to go up the middle to Barr, but won't find him. Now it'll be sent, hit a body in front, and the Colonials get it out again. Hutton will try and move that one forward. It hits a couple players. Rogerson with it now. He'll go up the wall, trying to find Kloss, as he can't find him. Kloss will fire that one up, trying to find Riffner. He tried to bunt that one down to himself, but to no avail. Hutton will send it around. It's picked up by Johnson. He's pressured by Kloss. Momentarily losing that one. As Hutton to pick it up. Hutton will send it out to center, trying to find someone. Is Kasivi offside? He has to circle back, and that'll end up with an icing on the Colonials. 23 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, that was some good forechecking from the Colonials there, but nothing you can do about that. Another icing coming down back to Colonial way.
.23 seconds. Gotta get one back. Flipped out the center, trying to find Kloss. They will find him. He is one to beat in Miller. Shot is blockered away by Gleisner. Trying to get it out. Just 10 seconds. Kloss will try and send it into someone, but no one there for the Colonials, as Gallitz will move that one up to Morgan, and that will do it for the period. Taking a late shot there as time expires. The Colonials fall in this one 2-0 early in the first period, as we get basically an exact role reversal of last night's game.
Yeah, honestly.
But we will step aside for about 12 minutes and be back for the second period of play between Chippewas and Colonials.
My God.
Second period of play getting ready to begin. Colonials looking to bounce back after a rough first period. It was 2-0 Chippewas. Goals from R.J. Gallitz and Jake Bishop. Both tips in front of Zukowski. So I think the Colonials need to know what they need to work on during that intermission.
Absolutely.
Clearing the front of the net.
Absolutely. It all starts with that. Try to get Zukowski some space in front of the net and some clear vision so he can see the puck better.
As we get ready for this period, I mean, Colonials got to get one fast. We said that for the first period. Now it's true for the second.
Yeah, now
you got to turn the momentum.
Yep. Easiest way to turn the momentum right there. Get a quick one.
Catch them on their heels after the break.
Exactly. CMU up all in high hopes. This is when the Colonials want to come in and just a little surprise attack them. Get a quick goal right here. Start with the second line that's been hot.
As the Chippewas will win it and send it back to their D. Trying to clear it up. It's broken up. Shirelli. Shirelli will try and clear it out as we've got lights going on and off. Shirelli will send that one behind to Killen. He gets met by a couple Chippewas, but able to get it over to Shirelli. Right in front of us. Puck will bounce out to Gallitz, but Killen will clear it out of the danger zone. Killen will move it up the wall. He gets pinched there by Gallitz, but he'll get it back. Sending it down to Barr. Barr down to Killen. Killen behind the net. Will keep circling. Got a couple on him. We'll just send it back behind the net. Back get it Spriegel. He can't send it in front. It's broken up by Berta. And the Chippewas will carry up. It's Johnson. Poked away by Patneski, though, into the corner.
Yeah, great stick from Patninsky right there.
Killen off the wall will try and find Daniels. Too far for him. Gorlow will get it. Chippewas can't clear it out. Colonials changing. We're offside, so couldn't move up. Kasivi will send it right back in as he gets in off the bench.
Yeah, good work from Kasivi right there.
Riffner steals that one. Kasivi will hand it down to himself, but unable to find his own stick. Back to the point. Patneski shot for a tip of Riffner. Won't go. Riffner will pick it up as we get the wet ice once again as we did last night. Here comes Levine, but he gets met from behind by Kloss. He'll find Kasivi, who will just chip it into the far corner. Carrying now is McCrae. He'll move it up, but a deflection will go out to center. Gorlow will rush up. He gets met, though, by Perbosi. That's Patneski trying to get it out. Kloss will, but it'll go right to Hop, and the Chippewas dump it back in.
Great work from this defensive pairing so far with Perbosi and Patninsky.
Perbosi can't get it out there. Suzuki will reverse it back behind the net. Patneski to send it to the far corner, but no Colonial there. McCrae will pick it up. McCrae pressured off the puck. Patneski will go right into Riffner. Patneski will go all the way up trying to find Kasivi, but far enough it'll force a no icing. Diving out there was Gleisner as
that was a great diving poke right there.
Kasivi could have had a chance. In front, Levine, he can't corral it. Down Suzuki. He's battling with Patneski. Cerrone will take it. Getting met by Suzuki. Puck will bounce right back to Cerrone. Cerrone to just dump it in. But back to get it is Kuhn. They'll get moved up, and now here come the Chippewas. Carrying in, get around Rogerson, but saved by Zukowski.
That was a nice little toe drag release from Marshall right there.
It's met by Maraska as the puck will go into the wall. Couple bodies fighting for it. Maraska breaks out momentarily. Shot there is saved by Zukowski and will go behind the net. Bishop to pick it up, out to the point. Kuhn, shot is saved, Zukowski. Maraska will go up the wall. It's kept in by Kamara. Rogerson trying to pinch down, but it'll go back to the Chippewas. In front, through the legs of Kuhn. He can't fire it. Kuhn pressured there by Tepsik. It'll go back behind. Marshall still with it. Shot there is gloved by Zukowski and held. Colonials can finally change.
Yeah, a couple good saves from Zukowski right there. A couple scary opportunities from the Chippewas, but Colonials still doing good defensively so far in this period.
A little bit, definitely a tired shift as they were hemmed for the entirety of it.
That was a long shift.
Killen will pick it up off the draw. He'll bounce it off the wall, but a bounce will find its way to Lamago. Turned over, though. Carrying in is Martinski as he gets stick lifted from behind by Newton, and it'll go to Killen. Here comes Killen. Trying to get around Kamara. He'll just chip it in. He'll actually get there first. And in front, Lamago fighting for it. But can't get it as net comes off as multiple bodies falling on top of the net.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good opportunity. Great passing from the Colonials right there. Came up with a good opportunity as well.
Colonials will get a change as Chippewas are not allowed. So they're going to jump the first line on, or second line. Puck will be in the feet of the referee as Kamara will have it behind the net. Over to Kuhn. Off the boards. It's kept in by the Colonials. Barr, shot, save made. Rebound for Daniels. Fanning on the backhand.
Rebound was there. That was close.
Flipped out the center. Killen looking to jumpstart the offense. Sent down, but that'll be an icing on the Colonials. 15:21 to go in the second.
Decent start to the second so far. Definitely different momentum and mindset that they had leaving the first. So like to see that little spark ignited in them.
Off the draw, Chippewas win it. Johnson will go back to Berta, where Shirley will have it. He'll get pressured by Morgan as those two scuffle along the ice. As we've got a fight brewing between Shirley and Morgan as Daniel's in the middle of it as well, as those two are wrestling with each other. Original penalty was going to be on the Chippewas. Zukowski bolted out to the bench. I'm wondering what we're getting from here. We might see the end of both of their nights.
Yep, that may do it right there.
That'll be Captain Connor Morgan for the Chippewas as he's rallying his troops.
Yeah, you like to see that. That's what a captain does right there. Adam looks like Adam
He's taking a long turn. Definitely Morgan will sit. I'd really be surprised if Shirley doesn't get one too.
Yeah, this will be an interesting call because they did call the Chippewas first, and then
for the back suplex.
Yeah, literally straight out of WWE. But obviously there was retaliation. So
looking like the angle slam out there.
Yeah.
But door is not open for the Colonials.
That's a good sign
on the penalty side. As it looks like RJ Gallitz is trying to get their case with the one ref, but he's not involved in the conversation, so I don't know what the conversation between the two of them is, because that ref isn't involved in the decision making right now.
Yeah, really. Just trying to get some information, I guess.
As we said once again at the end of that game last night, the things were getting real chippy, and we said, "Oh, it's probably gonna roll over," and it definitely did.
Definitely. It looks like Scarilli's got in the box now, too.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't go immediately.
Yeah. He almost got away with it. Looked like it, but after discussion.
If I had to take a guess, I'm saying Colonials are still going to get a power play out of this.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
Because I think they're going to go 2 for Morgan and 1 for Shirley.
Okay, yep.
Differentiating length.
Yeah.
I could see it 2 5s.
Exactly.
And then the 1 for Morgan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now bringing in the other ref as they continue to chat. 15:04 to go in the second.
Yeah. A lot of discussion.
Yeah.
A little bit of a ref show tonight. I don't know. Getting their TV time today.
I was watching the D4 game at Altoona. There was one point where a conversation between refs took 15 minutes to figure out all the penalties and everything.
That is ridiculous.
Hopefully we don't get that long.
Yeah, really. We're pushing on the 3-minute marker, I feel like, so.
As it looks like one ref is talking to Phil Pachinski. Linesman was talking to the coach. As also in these scenarios, you got to think that the goalie's got to stay warm.
Yeah. Zook doing his best. He's getting some stretches in.
Gleisner on the other side doing some skating.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like it'll be cleared up pretty quickly as both parties will move in, but it will be an offensive zone draw for the Chippewas, meaning it's not going to be a power play for the Colonials.
Very unfortunate.
There's going to be, I believe, another Colonial in the box. I'm assuming serving a penalty.
Yeah.
I only see one Chippewa.
So maybe Adam got a 10-minute. So really,
That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
he's not liking it.
I
There's
just counted who's on the ice. The Colonials are shorthanded.
Wow. That's ridiculous right there. Wow. I think they got that one wrong.
Johnson will go over to Kamara as play resumes. Shot there is saved by Zukowski. Kamara will lose that one to Daniels. He'll try and get it out. It's kept in by Johnson. Back to the point. Moving it down to Hop. Hop pressured by Spriegel into the middle. It's kicked out by Daniels out the center. Back to get it, Johnson. He'll circle around as we hear the calls. Up the middle is Hutton. Down Bishop. Bishop will hold. Drops it down to Hop. Up the middle, tries to find Hutton, but it'll go around. Back to pick it up, Johnson. Back to the point, Kamara. Shot there is saved and tipped into the netting. As the official call for those was, it'll be Morgan for a hold, and Shirilli gets a double minor for roughing.
Yeah, I don't think Morgan should have got a double minor because he fought two players, but I don't know. It's the retaliation, man. Always bites you.
Off the draw, Marshall will grab it. Back to the point, Levine. He'll go down to Marshall, back out to the point. Berta. We'll go down to Gallitz. Bounce over his stick, fanning on that one, Patneski, but gets it through the legs of Gallitz, and Tepsic can clear it.
Made it work.
Gleisner will move that one over. Berta up to Marshall as Patneski steps into him to force the turnover. Dumped right back down by Tepsic on net. Poked away there as Gleisner misread the play. Moroska almost had a chance. Marshall will move up as penalty about to expire. Marshall's shot is blocked by Patneski. Marshall goes back to Gallitz. Back to Marshall. Poked off Patneski as he'll clear it down. In the feed, Moroska. He's trying to send it out to center. He can't find Barr, who was serving the first penalty.
That was close. That was scary.
Marshall across. Shot goes up into the netting. Off a tip. Moroska just couldn't get a handle on it. Barr out of the box.
Yeah, that was good work from CMU, trying to do everything in their power not to get that pass down with the lonely Barr in the other end there.
That'd be a momentum changer if
That would have done it. Oh, yeah.
if Moroska can get that pass up to Barr.
Absolutely.
Conversation between ref and Phil Pachinski. Shirilli was removed from the box at the whistle,
Yeah.
but he has to serve the rest of the 2 minute. As the Colonials win that one back, Long. He'll go behind his own net. Dancel's past Martinski. Up the middle. No Colonial there. McCray will take it. He's pressured by Kasivi. Kasivi will take the puck off of him. Here's Kasivi. Across. Shot is tipped wide. Riffner will go back to neutral side. As Riffner off the pass from Rogerson will move in. He'll go over Kloss. Back in front for Riffner. He can't get a stick on it. Long will send it behind the net. Riffner in front. Rogerson at the point. Shot is gobbled by Glessner and held. 12:15 to go in the second.
That was a nice little shift from the first line right there, showing some hope for the Colonials offense right now. Couple good opportunities.
Colonials win the draw again. Daniels shot save is in front. Rebound was loose for Barr. He couldn't find it. Here come the Chippewas. Johnson. He'll circle back. He'll go back to Gallitz. Shot there is saved. Zukowski. Far wall, couple 12s going at it. He'll go behind Perbosi. He'll flip it to the far wall. Johnson will try and corral it for the Chippewas, but Daniels will take it. He'll move it up to Spriegel. Spriegel's shot is saved by Gleisner. Clearing attempt is kept in Perbosi, but can't find a Colonial. Here come the Chippewas. Gallitz in. Drops it for Johnson. Shot there is gobbled by Zukowski. Puck was loose, but got the nice whistle.
Yeah, nice quick whistle right there. No Chippewa near the puck either, thankfully. Make that call any controversial.
That one ended up going through Zukowski and hit the post,
Yeah.
so a little bit lucky.
Definitely.
He'll jump the fourth line out. Go back to the point. Shot there is blocked in front. Paneski will rush over to get it. He'll jump it behind. Back to get it is Fuerst. He has time. He'll move it up to Newton. Newton will just poke it to center. Kloss in a race with Berta. He'll win the race as he gets met by him. A lot of bodies fighting for the puck, getting it out of the Chippewas before Lamago just sends it into the corner again. Newton was looking for something as we've got a Colonial power play. Newton down behind the play as I believe he took a cross check around the midsection.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Definitely in some pain there.
You don't want to see all of the injuries, especially for the Colonials getting ready for some more division play as we hit the final couple weeks before winter break.
Yeah. Newton's a strong guy. Skating off on his own. Grimes, he's been a problem for the past couple games. I think that's his like 6th penalty minute, or about to be 6.
Yeah. That'll be Preston Berta wearing Grimes' jersey.
Oh,
So
gotcha, yep.
it gets confusing.
Yep.
Couple players
about
wearing other players' jerseys. As we get ready for this power play for the Colonials. Kloss will win it back to Riffner. He'll go down to Daniels. All the way across, finds Long. Long shot goes wide. Daniels will dance along the wall. He'll go down behind the net. Kasivi. Up to Long. He'll go to his point man and riff. Winds over to Daniels. Shot is fanned on and goes behind the net. Picking it up is Marshall as he will just dump it all the way down. Riffner to go grab it.
That was a nice start. Couple good opportunities there. Couple fan shots. See what round 2 got.
Riffner will find Kloss. He'll carry it up. He'll drop it for Kasivi. Kasivi's shot will go behind the net. Still getting it as Kloss. He'll go out to the point. Long can't keep it in as they'll go out to center. Riffner gets chased down as the Chippewas take it. Marshall dumped in. Long to pick it up. He gets met from behind by Kuhn. Has to circle back. Over to Patneski. Under a minute to go in the power play. That one will be chipped in by Riffner to Daniels. Daniels tried to find Riffner or someone in the slot, but it'll go to the Chippewas and dump down. Zukowski will give it off to Patneski. He'll move it up to Kasivi. He'll circle back. Moving that one to Spriegel. Dances around Hutton. Poked behind the net. Tepsik in front for Kasivi. Can't find his stick, and that'll go clear the zone.
That was close. That was a nice pass there.
Rogerson will find Barr. Barr's long shot is gloved by Gleisner. 12 seconds to go on the power play.
Couple decent chances there. Nothing too dangerous, though. Good penalty kill from Central Michigan side.
Puck in the skates of the referee. Barr will just move it back to Rogerson. Back down, chipped in front by Spriegel. It won't go. Chippewas will take it as the penalty expires. Cleared the length of the ice. Will not be an icing. Also seemed like Johnson might have jumped early out of the box as in comes Gallitz. He can't pull the trigger. Shot there from his own man, Rogerson. Saved by Zukowski and cleared down.
Yeah, that was a little sketchy right there. Zook had his heads up there.
Behind the net, it's picked up by the Chippewas. Barr fighting with Miller for it as here come the Chippewas. Carrying in his Gallitz. Try to get around Patneski. Goes through his legs but loses it to the net. Johnson will just slowly wrap around. We'll give it to Kamara. Shot there is tipped in the back of the net once again. It's Connor Morgan and another tip in goal for the Chippewas.
Yeah, nothing you can do. I mean, there's no man on that stick right there. There's no contest. I mean, nothing Zukowski can do. It's a great tip. Not a lot of defensive awareness or just anything right now.
Colonials just can't seem to find the man in the slot that's tipping all the shots.
Exactly.
And all these shots are going right along the ice and just getting a nice tip.
Exactly. All three goals have been similar.
Killen, he'll dance in. We'll go behind the net. Still with it, and the Colonials will get another power play.
Nice.
Sitting will be Keenan Foster for a trip.
All right, well, as soon as you think the door keeps getting closed, it's still open.
It's open. Colonials have had their chances.
Long
Chippewas
game.
haven't been incredible,
No.
I
I
feel.
agree.
They've looked beatable,
Exactly. I agree.
but also holding that 3-0 lead, they don't seem pretty unbeatable.
Yeah.
Off the draw, Kloss will send it to the wall. It's in some feet. Daniels will send it behind. Kasivi, as he gets lined up by Hutton. Still with it, Kasivi, sent behind. Dancing out in front, Kloss's shot is saved by Gleisner and held. 7:31 to go in the second.
Nice little start to the power play. Just got to keep hammering those shots. Get a gritty goal, a nice rebound. Doesn't have to be perfect.
Kloss, will get poked off his stick back to Long. Long shot is tipped and goes wide past Gleisner. Riffner will go back to Kloss. Back across the Long. Long will go all the way to Riffner over his stick. Daniels to retrieve it. In Riffner's feet, he can't find it. Digging out Daniels. Into the middle. Shot goes over the net. Trying to keep it in Kloss. They can't. Long with it. Loses that one to Hop. But able to force his way back on the puck.
Yeah, good recovery there.
Daniels will send that one off the pads over to Kasivi. Down below the net. Kloss. Backhand shot goes wide as the net comes off. One thing we were talking about between periods is how both teams looked better last night.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely maybe some fatigue showing today.
Yeah.
Those 4 o'clock games, they can get weird sometimes. They're used to the night games.
Off the draw, Spriegel trying to win it back. Tie it for the puck as Hop falls on top of it, and the Chippewas just clear at the length. Zukowski will go out for it. He'll give it up to Tepsik. Tepsic off the wall. Barr will just chip it in as it's picked up by Kamara. Sent around, Morgan to flip it again. Zukowski out. He'll send it up the wall as ref in the way of Spriegel. He can't get that puck.
Yeah,
But it's poked up to Killen. Killen in. Shot, save, make Gleisner. Rebound for Barr. Up in the air. Another chance for Spriegel. Won't go. And it's cleared the length of the ice. Here comes Gallitz. Breakaway. Save made by Zukowski. And he plays it. Shirilli will go off the wall. No one there. Gallitz gets it poked off by Spriegel, though. Spriegel to send it to center. Hits Barr's hand, but goes to Kuhn. Kuhn gets run into by Barr as Killen will move it up. Back and forth the puck will go. Back get it Shirilli. He'll fire it down where Kamara will send it right back where it came from. Zukowski will elect to just hold that one, maybe get a change for the Colonials.
Good heads-up play from Zukowski right there. Getting some fresh legs on. After a long and tiring shift right there.
Off the draw, it'll be sent to the wall. McRae's shot is blocked by Kasivi. Another shot, that one goes wide. Patneski will send it behind. Rogerson will send it up the wall. Pass McRae. Kloss is going to chase after it. Dives for it. It'll go on net and behind. Puck get moved up by the Chippewas now. But a stick lift by Riffner will take it back for the Colonials before it gets dumped back in. McRae will rim it around the wall, over a couple sticks, and back to the Colonial zone. Off the wall, Kloss. He'll find Kasivi. 4:30 to go. Kasivi's shot will go over the net. Riffner will send it behind. Kasivi in front, trying to find Rogerson. Can't find his stick. Cleared out, but kept by Maraska. Rogerson is down on the side of the net.
Looks like they missed a slashing call. May have got one up high.
As Rogerson is now down. It's the third time Medic has had to come out to check on the Colonials.
Yeah. Medic is getting his cardio in today, unfortunately.
Colonials have 4 more games. The D3 Colonials will have 4 more games before the winter break. So all division games as well. So you want to be as healthy as possible.
100%.
Heading towards those. Rogerson will make it back to the bench on his own accord. As we prepare to resume play. Conversation with Daniels and the 2 referees. As we get ready for puck drop again. It'll go forward, but broken up here. Sent in by the Chippewas. Long will send it off the wall, but it'll go straight to Hop. Long will go up the middle, past everyone, through the legs of Berta. Maraska will race down and win the race. He can't send that one in front. As the Chippewas send it the length of the ice for an icing. Colonials will get an offensive zone draw now.
Yeah, needed that. Try to get something going at least. Maybe not even a goal, but at least some momentum going into the third. Down 3-0. Could be less, could be more, but you're still in the game.
Draw will go back as here comes Zraki. And we'll send it in the middle, trying to find Levine. Goes past him. Out in front No one there. Past Berta as well. Daniels will try and race down, but Berta will take it. He'll move it up to Levine, where he gets met there by Spriegel, and Daniels will dump it in. Out to chase Spriegel, as Gleisner will send that one up to his forward. Here comes Hop. 3-on-2 in the middle. Shot is saved by Zukowski. Rebound is blocked. Kazraki will go down to Hop. It's met by Probosi. As we've got a couple penalties coming up as refs are getting less and less lenient about the extra stuff. Hop and Probosi will both sit.
Yep, that's you should call that, but calling it now is a little crazy. But you have to control the game also.
Can't let things get too bad, especially with a lot of people going down.
Especially 3 minutes left. There's no need to make things spicy before the end of the second.
It'll be 4-on-4. Buck get pushed forward, trying to get it out there was Killen, but won't. Gallus will take it out on his own accord. Gallus to circle around. Gets pushed off by Kasivi and down below the Colonial net. Killen up the wall, past Patneski. Riffner will clear that one out for Kasivi. Kasivi will send it down past Killen. Riffner will grab it. Scrum along the wall, sending it in front. It's saved by Gleisner and leaving it behind. Kuhn. Chippewas will start the turn up off the skate of Morgan and will go to Patneski. Off the wall, Maraska. In the middle finds Patneski. Up the middle, shot there, it goes over the net. Taking it is Kuhn. As here comes Chippewas, it's blocked there by Cerrone. In, shot, save made, rebound in front, won't go. Loose puck in some feet. Comes out, Rogerson, shot is blocked. Multiple sticks on the ice as that one gets sent out.
Just a graveyard of sticks right there.
Chippewas changing, Colonials looking to dance on it. Shirilli in, gets met from behind, and another penalty upcoming on the Chippewas. Long will circle back. As gets kind of met with Zukowski before dumping that one in. And all that skating for Zukowski goes to nothing after the dump.
Long and Zukowski meeting face to face. Probably threw off Long there for a second. Zukowski was in front of him.
That'll be
4-on-3 now?
Yeah,
okay,
it'll be 4-on-3 for 20 seconds, and Preston Berta will sit again.
This guy just lives in the box. He loves it.
So a 4-on-3 for 20 seconds, followed up by a 5-on-4. The ever-common 4-on-3 power play.
Yep.
Something you definitely practice every day.
Yeah, exactly.
That'll get sent to the wall for the Colonials. Back to Long at the point. They'll go across. Kasivi. Back to Long. Fires. It's tipped by a Chippewa. Kasivi tried to go back to the point, but won't find anyone. Long circling back in his own zone. He'll go across to Kloss. 5-on-4 now. As here comes Kloss. Gets taken down behind the net. And clearing it out are the Chippewas. Zukowski will move it up quickly to Long. Long go up the wall. Find Daniels. He'll leave it for Kasivi. Kasivi back to Daniels. Or Kloss. Kloss will still have it behind the net. He'll go up to Riffner. Top of the circle, back to Kloss. Sent in front. Puck goes through the net, through the crease. Back to Long. Long shot is tipped and saved by Gleisner. Back to Riffner. Riffner dancing around, only a couple seconds left in the period. That one gets tipped into the netting. 13 seconds to go in the second, 48 on the power play.
It's probably one of their better power plays they had so far in this game. Doing great work moving the puck around. A couple great opportunities as well. Be great if we can get one in here. Last 13-5 remaining.
That one will be sent out by Kamara. Patnensky will go up the wall trying to find Spriegel, but Kamara will just take it behind his own net and kill the rest of this second period. Chippewas get one and increase their lead to 3-0 as we hit the end of the second period.
Yeah, that was a good second from the Colonials, even though they did go down one. Much better improvement in quality of play in the second, so hopefully they can continue that improvement and go into the third and try to tie this game up.
We will see if that happens in about 12 minutes as we step away and be back for the third period. Third period of play getting ready to begin. Colonials and Chippewas. Second period was a chippy one, that's for sure. A lot of penalties and one still on the board. We got WWE moves going on.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of injuries as well. So it was a very up and down period for each team. Only one getting on the board were the Chippewas. It was Connor Morgan with another tip in front.
Yeah, the third tip of the night. It's been a pattern for the CMU, and they've been doing it well. It's the third one. I mean, hopefully we don't see a fourth redirect shot go in. Don't want to see that happen. That's a pattern you don't want to just let it keep happening. Yeah. You don't want that to go to the next game or anything.
If we do see another tip in, we'd like it to be in front of us.
Exactly. I could see a little Kasivi tip in. He's been redirecting a lot of pucks tonight. He's been close on a couple, so we'll see what he's got in his bag.
34 seconds of power play time at the start of the third period. Colonials will take possession as Killen will carry in. He'll chip it to Riffner, but it'll get poked back. Kasivi up to Killen. Under 25 to go. Killen will go behind the net. Still with it, dancing around, will go down behind for Kloss. Kloss carrying. Will go in the middle, finding Killen. Shot goes wide past Gleisner. Paneski's shot, it hits a couple bodies in front and goes wide.
A little pinball action.
Penalty is killed. And we'll go back to Killen at the point. He'll dump it around. With it is Kasivi. He'll find Riffner. Wines, fires, it's blocked by Hutton. Paneski will go over to Kasivi. Back to Riffner. Wines, fires, that one goes wide. But kept in again at the line by Kasivi. He'll go down to Kloss. It's tipped in straight into the glove of Gleisner. Great start to the third period for the Colonials.
That's how you start a third period right there, down 3-0. Get the goalie, get him going early, honestly. Attack him. That's what they did there. That was a strong minute of play.
It'll be won by the Chippewas. Goes down behind. Picking it up here is Miller. He'll try and move up. It's blocked by Shirilli and dumped back behind by Daniels. Picking up his bar. Spriegel is free in the middle. Can't get around a couple as bars pass. Can't find them.
Yeah, we're knocking, or Colonials are knocking on the door right now.
It'll be dumped down for a Chippewa icing.
This whole third period so far has been in the Chippewa zone.
Been a complete role reversal from the first two as Chippewas were dominating the Colonials.
Absolutely.
That one will be a tie-up. Levine will take it and just dump it out the center. Long to pick it up. He'll send it on net. Tip just goes wide of Gleisner. Barr wrestling with Kamara. It'll go out into the middle. Kamara pressured by Daniels. He'll just roll around him and move up. Drops it as the Chippewas move it out. Long intercepts, but it'll go right back. Long now to grab it for the Colonials. He's pressured off. Trying to get up the wall. It's blocked by Levine. Down to Hop. He gets knocked off by Lamago. Back to the point. Miller's shot goes wide. Levine in the corner. Behind the net. Goes for a wraparound. It's stopped by Zukowski as the net comes off.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that net down there. It's been a repeated pattern for multiple different years and seasons of hockey.
And teams.
And teams, yes.
Another defensive zone draw for the Colonials. It'll get one back to Hutton. He'll go across where it's dumped in by Berta. Berta with it now. Shot there is tipped up in the air. Puck is loose in the slot. Shot by Marshall goes over the net. Racing for it, Chirilli. He'll dump it up. Trying to find Daniels, but back to get it here is Bishop. As Daniels is going to be called for a slash here. But on that play, it'll be icing. So I believe that cancels out where they start.
Yep, absolutely does. You think that was a slash right there?
He had a couple hacks.
Yeah, he did.
First two, maybe not, but once you hit
the third time,
couple, 3, 4 times, you're probably going to get called.
Yeah.
Does look like they're still going to get the offensive zone draw, so.
Yeah. Daniel's trying to plead his case. I don't think you can.
You're not going to get a ref to change his mind. Trying to be chipped out and will by Patneski. Kamara will go over to his D partner in Hutton. Hutton to Kamara. Up the middle, tried to find his man in Bishop, past him. Maraska will just try and chip it up. It'll go to Johnson, though, in the Chippewas. Down, Hop. Shot goes through the crease. Kamara goes down below. Circling around. Kamara gets chipped by Maraska and cleared out.
Yeah, great stick from Maraska right there. Good little start to the PK unit.
Johnson moving up. Shot there is blockered by Zukowski and cleared out the center. Kamara will move it over to Johnson. And goes through the legs along behind the net. Johnson will go across. Berta down to Kamara. Kamara's shot went for a tip in front. It's saved and goes behind the net. Picking it up, Hop. Into the middle. Johnson's shot is saved by Zukowski. Picking it up now is Rocky. He gets met by Riffner, but turned over to Johnson. Tried to go behind the back and through his own legs, but gets met.
A little too fancy there.
Riffner on the chase, forcing Levine to act quick, but he'll drop it to Berta. He'll go across to Morgan. Morgan loses that one to Cerrone. Make a poke back to Chirilli as 8 seconds to go on the PK for the Colonials. Back to get it is Gallitz. Penalty killed for the Colonials. As Gallitz moving in. Off-angle shot saves Zukowski. 15-15 to go in the third.
Yeah, good penalty kill from the Colonials. Didn't really give CMU any chances or any opportunities, really. Overall, great.
Off the draw. It's sent behind. Chirilli will try and clear it up. It'll find the stick of Daniels as he gets taken down. Back around. Puck along that Zamboni door that messes with Sobeny. Chirilli just holding it there. Maybe thinks he's still on the PK.
Yeah.
That'll be sent out to center. Barr pushes that one past Kuhn as we're going to get a Colonial power play as neither team liking the calls as this one will be Nicholas Kuhn.
Cody Barr pretty pumped up after drawing the penalty. You gotta love that.
That'll be a high stick.
Refs can't seem to tuck the whistles tonight. Trying to control the play, you get it, but we're getting to like probably 7th power play of the night, right?
Something like that.
Around there, I'd say. 3 for each team at least.
Off the draw, it'll go to Daniels. Try to go back to Long. Too far for him. He'll have to chase it with Marshall behind him. Marshall wins the race to the puck, but poked behind as Riffner will take it for the Colonials. Kloss will carry in for the Colonials. Into the middle, dancing around. He'll drop it for Kasivi, too far back. It'll find its way to Daniels. Daniels back behind. Kloss goes for the off angle. Will end up in the corner. Daniels takes a little bit of a tumble. Still trying to get the puck, and he will. But Bishop takes it from him and clears it the length of the ice. Zukowski will fire that one up. Quick up for the Colonials, it's Riffner. He'll move to Kasivi. Drops for Kloss, back to Kasivi. Shot, save made in front for Riffner. It's the same way the Colonials' 3rd goal happened last night.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity right there.
Riffner did a great job getting back there, forcing it offsides.
That was a beautiful back check. Needed that.
13:36 to go in the 3rd, 57 to go in the power play. Off the draw, it'll be kicked over to be picked up by Patnensky. He'll go over to Killen. In the middle, poked in by Spriegel and back out. Killen will go behind Zukowski. He'll leave it for Patnensky. Patnensky will cut in the middle. We'll bounce it off the back wall to Cody Barr. Pass in. Will be on net. Glessner's going to send it behind. And at the point, Spriegel across to Killen. Killen takes the shot. It's saved by Gleisner. Gorlow to send it in the corner. Kamara will try and go up the middle. It's kept in by Killen. Across. Tepsik fires. It goes wide. Zrocky will send it the length of the ice as penalty is about to expire. Zukowski will send that one up. Patnensky to win the race. He collides with Kamara as the hit knocks our camera loose. In the middle, poked by Glatz. Gallitz in. Across, can't find a stick of Morgan. Here come the Colonials. Stroni in the middle, Lamago up to Maraska. Maraska to send it around. Gallitz in the middle, stopped by Sorelli. Winds, fires, it's blocked. Backhand shot by Cerrone, won't go. Puck still loose. Cerrone will pick it up on the wall. Probozzi keeps it in, trying to get it in deep. Hutton will take it for the Chippewas and send it out to center. Shirelli takes a tumble as here comes Johnson. In, Dangle, save made by Zukowski.
Wow.
As he goes full split on that one.
Gotta love it.
Johnson still with it in. Shot, scores. Johnson walks all the way around. As I believe the Colonials are going to get a call out of this too. As Shirilli after the play.
Yeah, things are starting to heat up now. Last 11 minutes may get a little bit more dicey.
$11:29 to go in the 3rd period. Shirelli will in fact sit. as all the momentum is with the Chippewas now.
Yeah, absolutely. Army had a nice 5 minutes there before that goal of just kind of pounding the zone nonstop, just attacking them. Nothing you can do, though. Looks like Colonials may be down a player, too. Maybe a 5-on-4.
Yeah, Shirley will sit. Pushing and shoving after the goal goes in.
Yeah, can't do that.
Conversation between Daniels and the ref. But puck will be dropped again as the Colonials are now shorthanded for 2 minutes after giving up that goal to make it 4-0. Levine turns it over to Kasivi. Gets caught in feet, and it'll go back to the Chippewas. Berta will move up to Levine. Levine will drop this one. Will go all the way across. McRae's shot. He fans on it. Next shot goes over the net and all the way the length of the ice. Berta will move it up to Levine. Pressured by Riffner, turns it over. Berta over to Suzraki. Got it now, sent in the middle, but taken by the Colonials and cleared all the way down right in front of us. Picking it up is Gallitz. He'll drop it for Hutton. Nice he'll carry up. Hutton will dance around. Back to the point, Johnson. We'll go back to Hutton. As the Chippewas just playing keep away at this point. Hutton will go down. Hop. Shot across. Can't find Kamara's stick. And the Colonials clear it down the length of the ice.
It's a nice penalty kill right here. Getting the job done so far. 20 seconds remain.
Hutton will drop it for Johnson. Johnson to go up the middle. Puts on the brakes. Back. Kamara's shot is blockered away and cleared down the length of the ice. Will be on net for Gleisner. As penalty is killed by the Colonials. Johnson gets met by Maraska, but keeps the puck. Johnson wraps around behind. In the middle, trying to find Martinski, but it's chipped out by the Colonials. Kamara will go back to Martinski. He'll just dump it in and around. Killen. He'll take it. It'll go across past Tepsic. As he gets it and dumps it in. Picked up by Foster. He's met by Cerrone. But McRae will take it, move it up to Martinski. Martinski dumps it in. Gets past the hit from Fuerst. Killen will move it up to Daniels. He'll chip it off the wall. Picking up Cerrone. He gets taken down by Martinski. As Daniels trying to force a turnover, but getting it right back at the Chippewas to set it in.
Just a lot of back and forth play from both teams here.
Chippewas send it behind. Killen to take it for the Colonials. Bounce it off the glass into center ice. Daniels will just flip it in. Gleisner will leave it from McRae. Up the wall. And sent down. Colonials send it right back. Spriegel goes for a spin, leaves it for Daniels. On the side of the net, picked up by Barr. Goes for a wraparound in front, spinning at it. As the net comes off. Berta with an extra push at the end. Got to be careful there. Even though the whistle blows, you might get called for that.
Yeah, that's risky there.
It was a little risky by Berta.
Yeah.
If the ref doesn't know it's off.
A little too confident in that push right there. I don't know about that.
Colonials trying to get something out of the no change for the Chippewas. Hop will win it back. Gorlow will go up the wall, but kept in. Claw, spin around shot, save made. As Riffner can't get the rebound. Kasivi keeps it in and dumps it. Berta will send it around. Kasivi to grab it. He'll go down for Kloss. Back in the middle. Finds Riffner. Shot is saved by Gleisner.
That was a great chance right there.
Long trying to send in the middle. It's broken up by Knight. He'll send it back behind. Up the wall. Kloss with it for the Colonials. Goes behind, but not hard enough to get to Kasivi. Gorlow will take it. Chip out. Colonials get it back. Long over to Riffner. Riffner will go for an area pass up to Kasivi. He takes a tumble, and Gorlow will take it. Up the wall. Broken up, though, by Riffner. But given right back. Levine trying to break in. Perbosi takes it and clears it out. Gorlow back in his own zone. 6:50 to go in the third. And that one will get shipped out by Levine. 6:45 to go in the third.
Yeah, I mean, Colonials doing everything in their power to try to come back in this game. A lot of great opportunities. Possessing the puck in their zone for the past, or in CMU's zone for the past 3 or so minutes. Just can't find the puck in the back of the net.
Off the draw, Cerrone trying to win it forward to himself, but too many Chippewas in the way. First, we'll move it up to Killen. He'll go up to Tepsic. Tepsic will send it just wide, as Kamara will move it back up for the Chippewas. First, we'll try and send it up to Maraska, but it'll go to Kamara, and the Chippewas take it again. Dumped in by Levine, as Killen will go back to get it. Killen will let it get shipped out by Maraska, but it's kept in. Right back to Maraska, and now cleared out. Kuhn will find Kamara as we hit 6 minutes to go. Johnson gets met by Daniels and trips over the blue line. Turnover in the Colonial zone. Johnson in front, goes behind the net. Johnson pick it up again. He's pressured there by Killen. That puck will bounce to Spriegel. Up, and Tepsic can't find Daniels. Chippewas send it right back in. Back to get it, Killen. He'll send it around. Tepsic will send it to center. Daniels will move forward. Just has Kamara in front of him. Shot, save made Gleisner, and will send it in the corner. Daniels to Barr. Fighting for that puck. Daniels will send it behind. Spriegel going for the chase, winning it is Kuhn. Perbosi keeps it in. Shot from the point goes wide. Kamara, he'll chip it, try and chip it out the center. That's now Gallitz with it. Gallitz drops it. Shot there, goes over the net. Bounce goes off the Zamboni doors as the Colonials come out with it again. Daniels trying to chip it into the zone, gets stopped by McRae. Here comes Gallitz for the Chippewas. Pass in front, tried to find Johnson over his stick. Pass there gets tipped and over the net. McRae will go off the wall, back to Garbolinski. His shot goes wide. Panensky up the middle, through Daniels, and it will be a Colonial icing. 4:19 to go in the third.
Not a lot happened for the Colonial side. Got a lot of tired players. Game's not over yet, though. You never know. A goal a minute, I will do it.
Chippewas will win it back to Hutton. They'll just send it behind. Ends up on the side of the net. Shot save made Zukowski. Rebound is gobbled as well. So he had to be sharp on that one.
Yeah, Zukowski's playing great between the pipes today. All 4 goals conceded were all redirected. Seeing the puck really well tonight.
We'll go back to the point off the draw. Berta, shot is blocked by Newton, goes over the net. Trying to dig it out. as Zukowski was trying to reach into the net to help get that one out. Under 4 to go now. Let's hope we don't get similar to the first period where the last 5 minutes took more like 15.
Yeah.
With it. Shot there is gloved by Zukowski. Picked up by Riffner. He'll drop it behind the net. Long to grab it. He'll try and go up the wall. He can't get it out. Out to the point. Berta. Shot is blocked by Riffner. Moving around. With it is Marshall. He'll go back to Hutton. Winds, fires, hits bodies in front. And the Colonials get it out with Riffner. Riffner carries it up. Let's get around Berta. Tried to send it through his legs, but can't. And Berta will pick it up. He'll start the rush up ice. Sent on net, saved by Maraska and covered. We got an offsides is the call, actually.
Yep.
3:08 to go in the third. Off the draw, Killen will just send it to center. Kamara will take his time moving it to Martinski. Up the middle, intercepted Maraska. Poked off his stick. Cerrone tried to go for a, for a toe drag as well, neither successful. Perbosi will go up the wall to Cerrone. He'll move it behind, leaves it for Perbosi. Up the wall, Maraska with it. Shot there is broken up by Perbosi, sent to center. Here comes Maraska. Bryce Maraska in, shot, save made Gleisner, as we've got a penalty upcoming. As Maraska gets taken down on the breakaway.
He didn't like it. And rightfully so. That could be dangerous. You're going full speed into the boards there. You never know what could happen.
It'll be Nicholas Kuhn will sit. I believe that was a signal for a rough.
Yeah.
Colonials might be arguing why it's not a penalty shot, which you could probably see.
Yeah, honestly. Probably should have been a penalty shot, really. He had a couple strides.
Berta can't keep it. Hop will take it off of him and send it the length of the ice. Zukowski to Lone. Long. Will go all the way to Kasivi. Kasivi in the middle. Daniels. He'll try and leave it for Kloss. Just wasn't expecting it. Here come the Chippewas as they gain possession, but Kloss will take it right from him. Hop will grab it in the Colonial zone. Cutting around and getting it are the Colonials finally. Here comes Kloss. He'll go straight up the gut. Drops it for Kasivi. Across, trying to find Daniels. He can't find his stick. Puck bounces out to Kasivi. Has it in front, but can't find the net. Sent around and cleared the length of the ice. 1:09 to go in the penalty. Zook will go up the wall and hurry up to Riff. Riffner can't get around Gallitz, and the Chippewas take it right back with Hutton. We'll move it over to Gallitz. Shot there is saved by Zukowski, diving across to try and stop it. It's blocked, though.
Hey, you never know. Gotta love that acrobatic ability from Zook between the pipes.
Riffner will drop it down to Killen. Up the middle, Tepsik. Tepsik will carry in, trying to get past Kamara. He won't, as Kamara takes it. He'll go up the wall, under a minute to go. Patnensky's shot is tipped by Tepsik and over the net. Spriegel tried to go in the middle, but it's broken up Kamara. He'll send it out to center as time continues to wind. In the feet of Tepsik as he gets run into. Barr will move it in, but loses it immediately. Kamara will send it up 2 seconds to go on the power play. Gallitz will send it on net. Zukowski to give it off to Patnensky as we got 25 to go, or 25 to go. Killen goes right up the gut, and it'll be poked to Kamara. Kamara in, but offsides. 15 seconds to go in the game, as this one is
slow and dragging. It's a long game.
I think the book has been written on this one, though.
Absolutely. Unfortunately and absolutely.
I'd be surprised if any other stat besides a face-off win gets added to the stat sheet at this point in the game. It'll go to Lamago as Killen to move it up. Moroska will carry in. Trying to dance around in front for Gleisner. Can't get a shot off. Almost proved me wrong.
Yeah, that was kind of gross.
As Kamar will just send that around. The Chippewas get their revenge for last night. And a shutout for Isaac Gleisner. Chippewas win this one 4-0.
Yeah, Gleisner played a great game tonight. Showcased a lot of abilities and coming up on the other hand a lot of the times.
As we preluded to in the first game, the last time these two faced, 2019, Colonials went to Central Michigan, won the first one, then lost the second one, and history does repeat itself here tonight.
Indeed it does.
As these games really only count for rankings in the ACHA standings, but keeping a team that is quite above them in the standings to a 4-goal lead is going to help, especially with the win yesterday.
Yeah, split the series, that's fine.
Chippewas definitely outplayed the Colonials today, though.
Absolutely, they did. Showed a lot more effort and showcased a lot of skill too. A lot of hockey IQ, a lot of redirects that they don't really happen a lot during games, and they scored all 4 off redirects. So
that will do it for us here. As we look forward to next weekend, we've got 3 games on the docket. 2 down at the island. 1 will be on the court. The men's basketball team will make their home opener against Carnegie Mellon on Saturday. But other than that, we've got D1 making their return after their 2 games against RIT. Their second one is still in action, so we don't know the final score of that one, but they did win last night.
Yeah,
they will play Lehigh on Friday and Saturday. On Friday at 8:15 and Saturday at 3:45. So we got 3 games on the docket, 2 down here for D1 hockey and then men's basketball as well.
Here we go. Basketball starting back up.
For Andrew Keel, TJ Rose, thank you for stopping by. Colonials dropped this one by a score of 4-0 to the Central Michigan Chippewas, splitting the weekend series. Thank you for joining us, and we will hopefully see you next weekend for D1